every night before going to bed. The man looked into the same mirror. It hung on the wall of his small apartment. Old, ordinary, forgettable. For years, it had reflected the same things, the same face, the same tired eyes, the same life. Nothing about it was unusual, until one night. The man had returned home late from work. Rain tapped softly against the windows. The city outside was silent, exhausted. He walked into the bathroom and glanced at the mirror. Then he froze. For the briefest moment, his reflection blinked after he did, only by a fraction of a second, so small that most people would have dismissed it, but he noticed. His heart skipped a beat. He stared at the mirror. The reflection stared back. Perfectly normal, perfectly still. After a few seconds, he laughed nervously. "You're tired." That had to be it. Too much work, too little sleep. The next evening, he found himself standing before the mirror again, watching, waiting. Nothing happened. 5 minutes passed. 10. He felt foolish. Just as he was about to leave, he scratched his cheek. The reflection copied him, but again, a fraction too late. This time, he was certain. His blood ran cold. He stepped backward. The reflection smiled, a tiny smile, one he had never made. For the next few days, he avoided the mirror. But one stormy night, curiosity finally defeated fear. He stood before the mirror once more. The room was dark, except for a single light above the sink. The reflection watched him, silently. Minutes passed. Nothing happened. Then suddenly, the reflection moved. The man did not. Yet the reflection slowly tilted its head. Every instinct screamed at him to run, but he couldn't. The reflection leaned closer to the glass and spoke. "I've been waiting for you." The voice was his own, yet somehow different. "What are you?" he whispered. The reflection smiled. "I'm you." "No." The reflection nodded. "That's the problem." The mirror's surface began to ripple like water. Images appeared behind the reflection, moments from his life, the day he gave up on his dream, the opportunity he was too afraid to take, the conversation he avoided because rejection terrified him, the chances he let slip away, one after another, like scenes from an old film. The man looked away. "I don't want to see this." "I know," the reflection replied. "That's why you're still the same." The images continued. Not his failures, his choices. Every moment where fear had made the decision for him. Every moment where comfort won. Every moment where he betrayed his own potential. Years of excuses filled the mirror. "I didn't have time. I wasn't ready. It wasn't the right moment. What if I fail?" The reflection repeated each excuse, in his own voice, again and again and again, until they sounded ridiculous, empty, meaningless. The man felt anger rising inside him. "Why are you doing this?" The reflection's smile disappeared. "Because nobody else will." The room fell silent. Then came the question that shattered him. "How much longer?" "Are you going to pretend?" The man stared at the mirror. "Pretend what?" The reflection stepped closer. "That your life is someone else's responsibility." The word struck harder than any insult. The reflection continued. "You blame luck. You blame timing. You blame circumstances. But tell me, how many dreams did fear steal from you?" The man couldn't answer, because he knew. Far too many. The mirror showed two versions of his future. One side showed the life he was living now, safe, predictable, unchanged. The other showed the life he could have created. Not perfect, not easy, but alive, full of purpose, full of possibility. Slow cracks began spreading across the mirror. The glass trembled. The reflection looked at him calmly. "You think your greatest enemy is out there?" "It never was." The cracks spread faster. The reflection's voice softened. "Your greatest enemy is the person you become every time you choose fear over courage. But your greatest ally can be that same person. As soon as you decide to change." The mirror shattered. The room went dark. And when the lights returned, the mirror was normal again. But the man was not, because the mirror had shown him a truth most people spend their entire lives avoiding. The person standing in your way is often the person staring back at you. And the moment you stop running from that truth, your life begins to change. Because the mirror was never the miracle. The miracle was finally seeing yourself clearly. The mirror showed him the truth. But now the question is, what truth is waiting for you? If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to The Turning Within, where every story is a step toward a stronger mind, a calmer heart, and a better life. Until our next story, take care of yourself and never stop looking within.